Maryland 88, Illinois 65. In the words of a once fiery Brad Underwood, that sucked. Ow, my brain hurts. What'd you think of this game?
I just saw your face get red that whole time. This final score wasn't indicative of the level of ass whooping that this game was. This was belt directly to ass. Maryland had 57 points in the first half. They got whatever they wanted. Maryland hit, let's see. I know Rodney Rice hit seven by himself. As a team, they go 11 for 23 from three. Uh, Derek Queen got whatever he wanted down low. Big T was in foul trouble because he could not guard any of the Maryland front court players. And Illinois did the thing where they turned the ball over a bunch of times again. That team was back again. They turned the ball over 17 times in this game. I'm pretty sure most of those led to baskets on the other end. Oh, I'm sorry. 17 Illinois turnovers in this game, Greg, that led to 22 points. How many points off turnovers did Illinois have in this game?
I don't know.
Zero.
That's crazy.
They only forced three turnovers. Actually, shout out to Big Ten Network for this graphic. In the first half, Maryland had 57 points and zero turnovers.
Yeah.
You weren't playing Iowa anymore.
So Maryland scored 4 points in the final 9 minutes and 41 seconds of this game because they just benched all their starters. They were just like, we're up 80 and we have a tournament to keep competing for tomorrow. So let's just get everybody out. No starter on Maryland played more than 25 minutes, which is crazy. So in the final 9.5 minutes of this game, they played Jordan Geronimo, Deshaun Harris-Smith, Jay Young, Tafara Gapare, and Malachi Palmer. I pride myself on watching as much Big Ten basketball as anybody. Had no idea who Jay Young was before today. Thought that was a creative player. So fun to know that he exists. Deshaun Harris-Smith, still the same guy. Good to see him in an extended role again. He had 0 on 4 shots in 21 minutes. Love that. Maryland could not have. I don't even know what to say. Like, this could not have been easier for them.
It was so easy. I don't know if they Jordan Geronimo spit out 11, 5, and 5 steals and a block in this game.
Insane.
This is the most bench points they probably had all season
Yeah,
by
insane.
triple.
Insane.
Zero resistance, zero just, I mean, good God. Like just no and zero resistance no anywhere either. Like not at the rim, not from 3-point range. I don't know. I would probably communicate a little better when switching with Rodney Rice so Rodney Rice doesn't get wide open threes after he's already hit four of them.
Yeah.
Just a bad defensive effort. Awful turnovers in this basketball game. Kasparis had six by himself. Um, it was just they got whooped, man. They didn't lead one time in this game. Not once did they lead. And Maryland's largest lead was 36.
Yeah. Want to make this point clear too on the front end. I, there's some people that I think are taking the conclusion from this game of like, well, that was the nightmare matchup, which like to some extent is true. This game and the way this played out had nothing to do with matchup. This was a gutless performance from a team that has talent and nothing else. It's what it was. And Maryland took that shit personal. Rodney Rice said it at halftime. I think the question was like, you guys just scored
No, it said
50.
they said this team scored 100 points. I'm sorry, you're gonna say this team scored 100 points yesterday. How have y'all done this, basically?
Yeah, right. And Rodney was just like, I mean, because we're tough, we're some dogs. We guard,
We guard.
and we took that personal,
Yeah.
and they did.
And they did.
Like I said in the preview, the key for this game would be Tom Avicic. He didn't play the first matchup, and he was going to play the second matchup. You lost by more in this one than you did the first one without him. Tom Avicic could not have been worse in this game. He was a disaster. 4 points on 4 shots. Guess how many twos he attempted?
None.
Zero. You know why? Because there's some big, scary men down there. I think he
Hmm.
got a little worried. He was 1 for 4 from three, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, zero assists, 2 turnovers, 4 fouls in 16 minutes. I mean, it was one of the softest performances I've ever seen from a good player. And again, I got to come to terms with this car. I know I'm going in on him, but like, I just don't buy that Illinois can't do this to a team that's big. I watched y'all destroy my front court, and I understand Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf are maybe not as physically tough as Julian Reese and Derek Queen are, but good God, man. It's like everyone involved in this, players, coaches, everyone was just like, oh shit, we got nothing for these dudes. What do we do? Like, I don't even know what they tried to do in this game.
Right. And it was like it got to a point because Maryland was up 20 before you and I could even text each other and be like, Illinois is getting whooped. Right. And from that point on, it was just like, well, looks like we're getting whooped. Maybe let's try to make some threes. Nope. Maybe let's try to take care of the ball and make some plays. Nope. 12 steals from Maryland in this game. It was and like from the tip, it was bad. I mean, the first three possessions, Kasparis threw it in the front row twice. Like you had guys passing up layups to kick out for threes that were clanking off the side. Trey White tried to do a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander sweep to draw a foul on a three. Like what was the vision? What was talked about before this game?
You have no idea. Brad said after, like, ultimately it's on me. I got to make these guys realize like this matters. So that's where we're at. On March 15th, I got to make my guys realize this part of the season matters.
The Big Ten tournament, right?
It's insane to me, man.
Truly.
It's insane. While I have a lot of negative thoughts for Big T, also want to make sure I share the negativity with his backup big man, who everyone has told me was the key to Illinois' toughness and physicality and defense, returning, resurging. Morez was not good enough to play in this game, and he was better than Big T. He had 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. He did compete. I thought a lot of that came in garbage time, to be honest with you, because in the meat of this game, he was slow to loose balls. He had plays that should have been converted into layups or dunks that he hesitated on. And the size of Maryland really bothered him. Ultimately, even if you like Morez and his toughness, he's 6'9". 6'9" don't win against 7 feet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know we're both Morez guys. I was really, really underwhelmed by him today.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Morez gets a bump for actually competing in this basketball game, which no one else wanted to do. So, like, at least, in comparison to Big T, he was able to stay on the floor. Did have 4 blocks, 9 rebounds. So, like, credit to him for doing that. But yeah, it's just Morez is still a six. I mean, they say he's 6'9". He's a 6'8" center. He's extremely athletic. I really like Morez. I think Morez is going to be really, really good. Morez is not like the savior, right? You're not getting back a star player. You're getting back a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe one day he becomes more than that. He's an elite rebounder, but I just offensively he left a lot to be desired, I
Oh,
thought, in this game.
we forgot something on this one, G.
What did we forget?
This one doesn't count.
Oh, what do you mean?
They didn't shoot good enough from three. So it's just that's we talk about them when they only shoot 30. When they shoot 30% from three, then we talk about the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, do you know that if Illinois had shot 13 for 27 from three instead of the 22% that they actually shot, if they had shot 48% from three, they would have lost this game.
Oh.
This game had nothing to do with just that. Yeah.
Just a crazy, crazy perform. I mean, Maryland wasn't even that good from 2 point range in this game.
Right. Yeah, they just rebounded their misses. They never turned it over. The first half offensive performance from Maryland was crazy. It would have been pretty awesome if I mean that part of the their bench went 0 for 8 from 2-point range. Like,
The bench came in. The bench came in and reminded us why exactly this team doesn't play their bench at all.
yeah, we have one Maryland fan in the Discord. Shout out to him, by the way, biggest winner of the day. But at Janny Boy Turt, at midway through the first half, he was like, "Our bench gets a lot of jokes made at its expense, but it's a lot of guys who really are in the right spot and play hard." And I tagged Illinois fans. It was just like, "Y'all got to fix this shit, man. You got Maryland fans actually gassing up their bench right now. Like, come on, that's the state of things." Does this get you all the way back on the Maryland bandwagon?
I was off.
You were never off, but there a lot of people are trying to like jump on board before it's too late, I think, today.
I mean, I look, not enough space because I'm a big fella, and two, like you said, it was a nightmare matchup thing. They are built to beat Illinois
I don't get that.
because they check, they force turnovers, and they also have the offensive shit that Illinois can't prevent.
Why? Illinois' defense is good. It grades out well. Why
It grades
why is
out
everyone acting like Maryland has something Illinois has no answer for? I don't get
it
it.
grades out well, but do you think it's a good defense?
I think there are good defenders on this team, yes. The only argument I buy on like why is Maryland actually the worst match? Like there's people in the Discord being like this is the worst matchup in the country for us. Dog, did you watch Duke? There
Oh
are
yeah,
better
no,
teams than Maryland
that's
who have done
that's
this or
ridiculous.
worse to Illinois.
That's ridiculous. I'm not going that far. I'm just saying that. Well, really, this is what I'm saying. It's not a nightmare matchup. Illinois can't beat good teams.
That's my more this is much broader than just specific issues Maryland gives Illinois.
Right. There's a
That's
there's teams above a cut line. There's teams below a cut line. The cut line's like Purdue. You can beat Purdue. You're not beating any of the teams above that.
they beat Wisconsin, beat UCLA. On the end of the season right now, Illinois has 2 wins against top 25 opponents per Ken Pom.
Did they beat both those guys at home?
Or no, three, excuse me, I missed Missouri. They beat Wisconsin, they beat Missouri, they beat Purdue. Wisconsin and Purdue at home, Missouri on a neutral.
Mm. Yeah, I have no faith that this team can beat good basketball teams on a neutral.
6, 7, 8. They're 3-8 against top 25 teams.
They like it was all great in this last stretch when, like I said, you played Iowa twice. You
That's what it
played at the,
is.
you played at the time a dead Michigan team and also shake Matt Painter's hand because he played Braden Smith 40 minutes for 90 straight games of his career and couldn't hit an open ass three against y'all at State Farm Center as y'all played drop coverage. But
I think that's what it is.
that was a sick ass step back that Yakashonas hit.
I think this Illinois team, they're 3-8 against top 25 teams. And when I try to project what's going to happen in March, like they will beat teams they're significantly bigger, more talented than. But if they run into any team that like is sick of their shit, that's tougher than them and isn't going to get completely talented off the floor, I think they just lose.
Yeah, that's simple.
But man, even like go through these losses, their last 4 losses card are not competitive basketball games. Other than Michigan State at home, but it ended up being a 14-point loss because of the late blowout. You lost by 21 at Wisconsin. You lost by 43 to Duke. No, 53, excuse me. Lost by 23 to Maryland. Like, when you lose, you quit on the game. This team quits.
Yeah,
Crazy.
not every day, guys.
And you know what that is mentally and emotionally and physically? That's a KJ Tomovicic team. This team plays true to who those guys are to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're talented. You see my step backs?
You
You see
see
my
my 3 point?
passes?
You see my 3 point shot?
You see have you seen what we can do? Yeah, have you seen the scoreboard or the standings?
No,
Take
they
your pick,
haven't.
either one.
They haven't.
I'm just at my max capacity with Illinois. I got. That's what this was. I said in the preview, I'd be okay if I got. I got.
I tried to save you.
I know you did. Oh man. All right. Commemorate Illinois for us. We've done this with every team.
Hopefully that ceiling that everyone else sees. Actually, I'll keep it quite simple. Whatever Seth Davis tweets about y'all, I hope comes to fruition.
So we're just hoping and wishing.
The if and no.
Yeah, I guess so. Congrats to Maryland on a dominant performance. Oh, we completely missed this. How do you feel about faking an injury, then getting up and hitting a three?
Uh, so what did he like catch a cramp or something?
No, he faked an injury and got up and hit a three.
Yeah, I like that.
I love it
I like
too.
that too. And you want to know what else? I would take that as ultimate disrespect. This was so non-competitive, and like y'all didn't show up that they were just out here trying shit.
I loved it. I love this is Ben Johnson running it up against the Bears. Because guess what? They're the Bears, right? And then now he gets to coach them. But like,
Illinois,
yeah, I loved it. It was so disrespectful, and I mean he hit the three too,
and he got
and he got it was spectacular. And like Kasparis of all people, like the guy who falls asleep defensively,
yeah, it's amazing.
it was incredible. All right, congrats to Maryland. What a performance!